go. I ain't in the best of light right now, but this is how we do it, right? Welcome to ADOC. Everything said here today is an official, non-fictional, fiction, opinionated information. I am only me, not you. They are them, we are us. I digress to agree and disagree. Let's discuss, please. Disclaimer, again, not the Associated Press, but an ascension perception. Attune Degrees of Knowledge.
I like that.
Thank you. Right now, we got Jamaine on the line. You know what I'm saying? Family, loved one, successful person, striving for better. He's on the line. We got Ron in the building. You know what I'm saying? Same family man, successful person, striving for better. We got Crucio when he show up in the building today. And you got me, Niji Brown, aka A-Doc, Dozzy, whatever y'all want to call me, you know. A-Doc TV is where you get the merch and where you get the most updated information about what's going on here, y'all. Yes, I gotta plug it. I have to, because that's what we do. Again, ADOK.TV. Go ahead and sign up. Go ahead and subscribe. Push the like button wherever it's at. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Rumble, all the platforms. Y'all go ahead and support. We need that support, and we're going to get these levels up as we continue throughout this 2024 year of all the successfulness and everything that takes place in that, right? High value. So right now I'm wearing some of that merch right now, you know what I'm saying? A-Dot had all that good stuff like that. That's what we do. Right, brother? I love everybody in the building. Happy Love Month. It's still Love Month up in this building, right? It's still Black History. It's still our history. It's still the world's history, because we are the history of the world. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ron, let's talk to Ron real quick.
What's going on, man? Yo.
Just had a big celebration of love.
I did.
Man, how was it with the wife, man?
Oh, it was cool. Like I said, last time I spoke to you, it was just gonna be low key, relax. We didn't really do too much of nothing. We did an old school thing. You know, like when you were in high school, you got your little girlfriend, y'all go to the movies and go to dinner. You feel me? And then just kick back and relax and enjoy each other's company. That was similar to what we did this time.
Real grown man vibe.
Yeah, we didn't really want to do too much. Plus, we was, you know, like I said, we was gonna
settle in this thing.
Wait until later on in the year to really go out and go have a vacation. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the anniversary was cool. It was just vibes. That's all that was.
Did you get flowers
for her, or did I get them?
I mean, both.
I don't buy me no flowers. I don't want no flowers.
You bought her flowers.
But yeah, of course she gets her those are Valentine's Day flowers. For anniversary, she don't give a damn about no flowers.
I feel it.
It was just the vibe, the moment. Just it was the.
What you order? What you eat, man? What you order?
Oh, when we went out?
Yeah.
Oh, where did we go? Matter of fact, you know what? We didn't even order anything to eat. We went and just went and ate. I think we ate like Nations or something.
Oh, okay.
We didn't really. Okay. Neither one of us was actually hungry.
Oh, you did a real bay.
Yeah,
real chill.
We was just chill. It was just. Negative. Yeah, we just chilled because neither one of us was hungry at the time anyway. Because I kept asking, I'm like, where you want to go for dinner? Because I told her, like, go to the steakhouse. We can go here. We can go there. She was like, I'm not even hungry. So what we did was we went to the movies.
You gotta love our wives sometimes, man. Those who married, you know what I'm saying?
She didn't want
to get away with the cheat day because the love is bigger.
Yeah, she didn't care.
Yeah.
All she wanted to do was just spend that time because we don't necessarily have that time to ourselves anymore, especially with the kids and all.
Much appreciated.
That's all it was, brother.
That's
all it was. We just chilled.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But I would suggest if you go to the movies, do not go see that Madam Web shit.
Oh, that came out.
Yeah, it came out on Valentine's Day. No, you don't.
Ah, shit.
No, you don't.
Goddamn Marvel.
Goddamn.
They supposed to put Spider-Man in there. Did they?
No, he wasn't in there either.
Ah, man, they fucked up.
Yeah.
They messed up.
If he was in there, that was like at the end of the credits. but we left way before the end credits came on. I was like, this bullshit. Send me on.
Oh man,
I'm ready to go home.
That's super suck. Well, I didn't do too much neither for Valentine's Day. I went to edible arrangements. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was my gift right there. One of my gifts is edible arrangements. You know what I'm saying? Brought the chocolate and the strawberries to the wife in the box. I had the balloon and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Fresh off of what we do work and all that, and just much appreciated. But that's the simplicity of women. Also, we sometimes we say they're complicated, right? But actually, they're very simplistic.
They are.
Once you grow as a man and you understand what it is.
Hey, and piggyback off that, what I did for her, as far as a gift, I just paid attention to detail, like things like she's a creature of habit. It's certain things that she likes to do all the time. So one of the things that she likes to do is sleep. That's what she likes to do. She likes to sleep. So what I did was I just went and bought the most expensive comforter set in her favorite color. Yep. She was so damn grateful. The biggest smile I ever seen her have for a comforter set.
Yes, brother. Yes.
That's shit. You just pay attention to detail. The small things matter. Small things matter.
Hey, Jamaine, isn't that what they tell us all the time, man? The small things matter.
Oh yeah, they really do, you know, and especially when you turn around and you buy them like a couple of gifts, right? So if they get bored with one, they can focus their attention on another one and another one and so on and so forth. But they're all small little things, but it's just the thought that goes into it, you know, that means a lot to them, you know?
Oh yeah, attention. It was just the attention to detail. I mean, I bought her other things. It was just the fact that comforter set that was the one.
You know, I'm sure
that was the best gift she got.
Some bedroom talk in between all that. We ain't talking about that. I just wanted to.
Oh yeah, you already know that. Yeah. That's my gift. That's the gift that keeps on giving. Shit, I'll take that any day of the week.
Super fact.
Fuck.
Super fact.
I'll have the biggest smile on my face after every gift she gives.
That's right. Yeah, I think the wife blessed her with a couple outfits and a couple some pieces.
Yeah.
Which is much appreciated. You know what I'm saying? The mood I'm in now, right? So I'm 42. Yeah, am I 42? Yeah, I'm 42, right? So it's a way I want to go into my 45. So like I've been preparing my wardrobe for that. So I'll be buying little pieces here, little pieces there that I ain't even wearing yet. It's just how I see myself.
As you get older.
As I get older. So I got stuff in my closet. I've been collecting those pieces. So for this love month, you know, good old February and stuff like that, Valentine's Day, the wife went ahead and bought me some more pieces and things like that. That's for the now, but also for the future. And I was like, oh, okay, I like that piece. I'm gonna store that though because you know what I'm saying.
So you ain't getting your grown man, you getting your gentleman game up. There you go. The gentleman game.
Yeah, I am my man. So all you brothers out there is levels to the game on what we doing. That's what A.do. We are tuning y'all right now. So that's that next level. Sometimes you got to think ahead. You know what I'm saying? Not only for yourself and your family, but also for yourself. You know, and that's part of it. So like I have a vision on how I want to enter that. And like you said, how I want to just be that smooth little gentleman with
man. Yeah, because you can't say you're grown man because we already grown.
Right.
Now you got to elevate that. Now, I gotta be the gentleman.
Right. Need to get to the penthouse.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know, I could still put on a pair of fresh J's and a hat, but when you really want to just step out and get your gentleman up, you got to step it up, man. You can't just
super fast.
Yeah. That's all cool and dandy what we used to do.
Hey, right, and as you get where I'm at on this camera, let's go back. Hey, y'all gotta bear with me on the visuals because I'm not used to this seat. The cameraman is not here today, and as I keep going back to the same camera, there I go. I'm camera number 2. I got it now. I got it now. I'm camera number 2, y'all. I'm camera number 2.
It's all good.
But yeah, that's the struggle of entrepreneurs and all that stuff. Heck, wherever you out there, matter of fact, you in Seattle enjoying the wilderness and the trees and the animals and stuff.
If he's actually into that, like being outdoors, the fresh outdoors, Seattle got a lot of it. They got
That's
a lot
what I
of
hear.
it.
That's what I hear.
You'll love Seattle.
Yeah, like I've been there one time, but not that part of it. Not that
Oh,
part of it. And I want to go. And I told him I was gonna bring like I said, yo, I got I said I got the ammo and the guns and stuff because I'm getting into hunting and stuff, right? Another elevation and some grown man shit.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like so I can settle down because I don't go to the club no more. I don't go to the bars like that no more. My loved ones and my niggas, you know what I'm saying? We don't do that kind of.
Nah, right now.
Like I want to get into other shit.
Hey, right now I'm at the club. This is the club right here.
There you go.
This is the gentleman's club. It's the only club I can get anything I want at an actual bar. I could get it right here.
Facts.
I'll go to the liquor store right now. Hey, what you want to drink? I'm the bartender. Just let me know.
Right, pay me big bucks.
Yeah, just let me know.
Right, I'm keeping that in-house.
Let me know. Shit.
No,
this is the car. This
so that's
is
what I
what
was
it is.
telling him and stuff, and he ain't quite there yet with that. He's like, I don't know, And he started telling me about the wolves. I was like, at night, it's animals and stuff. He's like, I don't want to go out at night because you be hearing the sounds of ooh and all that.
He's really
he out there on the Indian reservation. So
yeah.
yeah.
I know where he at.
Yeah, okay.
Oh
yeah.
Because the further you go into Washington, you'll see a lot of
reservations.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of reservations out there.
Okay. See, that's the part I want to go and see and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So,
Like the further, the further north you go into Washington State, the more reservations you'll see.
Mm.
Like, because when I was working in the oil refinery, we used to be in this city called Anacortes, Washington. So Anacortes, Washington, that's mostly where like retired Navy veterans are at. A lot of Navy veterans are out there.
Yeah.
They got their Navy base out there, and it's another part of Washington. They have the Navy, and I want to say, what is that one called? It's not the Army. I forget the other one that they have, but I know it's two.
The Marines, the Navy, the Peace Corps,
It's
reserves. The reserves.
No, the reserves are out there.
Okay.
The reserves are out there for sure. Yeah, because the reserves, the Navy, and I forget the other one. I don't know. It's not the Marines. It's It's got to do with aviation.
Oh, I can't even think of that neither, man. I'm not a military person.
Yeah. I forget the name of their what they are, but they out there. But yeah, I've been through there, Anacortes, Oak Harbor, Seattle, of course. I've been there thousands of times. Go to what is it? Burlington, Washington. That's a cool little area.
Like Burlington, I know it's Coke Factory.
That's where the headquarters.
Yeah, pretty. I wouldn't put it past them. That might be the headquarters.
I used to work there. That's where the actual headquarters is.
Yeah, Burlington, Washington.
Okay. Hey, Cruz just joined us in the conversation in the building. Big
What's
bro,
What's happening?
Little bro, I think y'all can hear each other. Say what's up.
What's happening?
Hey,
Can you hear me?
Little bro? How
Yeah.
you doing, man?
Hey, how you going? I didn't know you was listening in.
Yeah, hey, I was just thinking about that too. You said Burlington Coat Factory.
Yeah.
That was one of the first places my little brother started at, man. He like 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
Mom told me, the boy got a job at Burlington Coat Factory, and he sent me some Levi's. I'll never forget that. I wore them Levi's till I couldn't wear them no more because it came from little bruh,
Right on. Hey, I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I swear, that was 15, 16 years old. Yeah,
that was some moons ago.
That was a while ago, huh?
Mm-hmm.
A while ago.
Hell yeah.
So so entering the building. We still on Love Month. We still on good vibrations, high vibrations, just the love of everything, right? Attune Degrees of Knowledge right here, A.TV. I got, I'm gonna do the commercial, the whole thing. for everybody. And we got 3 gentlemen in the building, my loved ones. And we got plenty of topics to maybe talk about. It's just a vibe today, man. We came to pod, and this is what we do. Entertainment, right? So I don't go out and say I'm a podcaster. I go out and say I'm an entertainer because that's what I do.
Exactly.
So that's what we sitting down, and we got a lot of beliefs, a lot of uplifting knowledge, a lot of decrees, and a lot of degrees that we want to give y'all, and just chopping it up. And as I open up that, man, goddamn, that was a good Super Bowl.
It was.
It was a good Super Bowl.
It was. I thought the Niners had it until that play where like the football hit the dude.
The back
cleat.
of his cleat, yep.
Like, yeah, and it kind of like
I said, goddamn,
it took their momentum. And then like when they scored, I said it's over. Right there, I said it's over. They're gonna win it now. Because you can't stop Patrick. They did enough of a good job that you could do as far as like not stopping them but slowing them down. But it was like once they got that action, it was over.
Oh yeah, it was over. See, I laughed because I was just thinking about I think I seen it. It was like a reel that I seen that was on I don't know, Instagram or some shit. I seen it at, but where the guy after the game where Patrick Mahomes threw the touchdown, he took a beer and threw it at his TV. he broke.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I seen that.
He broke his damn TV. I was like, man, I hope you got your warranty for that.
Right.
I was like, damn.
They was in the house and then the partner went back on the other folks and he ran up and then hit the TV with his fist and then he turned to his partner and said, "Get the fuck out my house! Get the fuck out
the
my
black
house."
couple? The black dude? No, or was it the other one? The one I think it was.
No, I don't think I seen that one.
See, the one that I've seen, it was a black person. He was in, I guess, like his mom or auntie or somebody's house. So his auntie and them, they're Chiefs fans. So he was there after they lost. He ran up to the TV, broke the damn TV. His uncle was like, "Damn, man, it's just a game." He was like, "Nah, fuck that. Get out my house." I started getting confused. I'm like, "Wait a minute."
I wish I saved it. I'd have brought it up.
He got nothing but Chief banners around the TV. I'm like, "Well, this ain't your house. This is your auntie or your mama house or something."
Hey, people just wanted their money on the Super Bowl. So those who bet it, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of mad cats out there at the same time, man.
Oh, yeah.
You bet as a grown man, shake hands, you go ahead and pay that.
Right.
See, that was another thing I wanted to touch on with you is with that whole betting thing now. Because it's so universal now. Everything is on your phone.
Hey, Prize Pick. I want to jump on Prize Pick.
Yeah. All that is on your phone now.
They got a lot of them. Yep. What DraftKings?
What is that?
It's
so many goddamn ones.
Something fantasy sports is.
You got that MGM one.
You know what's crazy is the NFL. They used to fight against that, and they actually wouldn't give Vegas a team for a long time because they was talking about the gambling, and then they was like, "Hey, we might as well just do it ourselves." Like. Yeah,
might as well.
All that fantasy football and all that.
All that shit.
Like they put it in the casino. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, and then the crazy part now it's cats out here that got their own little fantasy leagues.
Right.
Where you you put so much money into a pot, whoever at the end of the season or whatever, however that goes, you collect that pot.
Right. Yep.
There's so many cats out here that's doing that now.
I never really got into it like that. I always wanted to, but I never did because it's like it's really time consuming, and you really gotta like know your players and actually watch them and know their stats and all that. And it's like
I don't have time.
Yeah, it's like I play it for fun. I don't. If I was gonna do something, it's for fun. It's like I'm not that dedicated to it. That, so
now I will go and say that I do have DraftKings.
Okay.
So
I don't know much about that. I was just trying to get into Prize Pick because it seemed very simple.
Yeah, Prize Picks is simple.
Yeah,
you just pick that.
Better like that.
Yeah.
And Vegas never really turned me on in that way.
Right.
Or any of those joints. You know.
See what
Prize Pick team, some
what got me hooked on it is the first time I played, I actually hit. See, I hit off a $5 bet. My my winnings was $1,000
Right. See.
off of $5.
Right.
And I was
and that's where they get you.
And I ain't won since.
Prize pick.
Ain't won shit
Y'all
since.
go to Prize Pick.
Go to Prize Pick, cause man, yeah, they reeled me in. And I'm on that whole every goddamn I'm faithful every Sunday. I'm looking at the stats. I'm looking at everybody who's injured, who's not injured. When it's in the off season, I'm seeing who's getting drafted, who's getting traded. I'm like, oh yeah, I know who I'm about to get my lineup for. Right. I know what I'm about to do this coming season. I do that. I've been doing that for about 5 years now. I only hit once, and that was year one.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I ain't won. Oh yeah. You know what, DraftKings? I want my money.
The house gonna get it back.
Hey, we live tonight. We good. It's not even night. It's a sunshine day.
Oh yeah.
Cats is out there cutting their grass. They're doing what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? Maintaining. And so to switch up a little bit, hey, you guys. So Ron was at the pod last time, right? Last episode was a lovely episode. So see how it changes up with energy and different people. So I want to give me some feedback on like, man, how comfortable you getting, man, over here at A-Doc, you know what I'm saying? Like compared to like last weekend right now.
No, see, like the very first one I did with you guys, that was nerve-wracking because I didn't know what to expect. I just told you, I'm here to support. I don't know nothing about podcasts. I don't know nothing about being in front of a camera. Hell, I don't even like being in front of a camera all the time. That's why I don't post nothing on my social media all the time. That's just not me.
Sitting down here, you got to post, bro.
Oh, it's well, the way that I am now.
You sit down with me, you need to start posting. Hey, matter of fact, that's going to be a motherfucking rule going forward. You sit down with me, you need to post at least 10.
Hey, from the first time that I came on set here till now, oh yeah, I'm way more comfortable.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to get comfortable.
It's almost to the point like, oh,
comfortable. I need anybody to sit down with me to get comfortable.
Hey, it's to the point now. It's like, well, what camera I'm on?
Right.
Oh, I'm on TV.
Wow, you switching just like that.
Like I'm on TV now.
You're on TV. You lied to the world.
I'm live now.
You lied to the world.
What camera I'm on?
And we gonna have you on camera next time.
Yeah, but to the point is the fact that
figure out the video
from the first podcast I did with you brothers till now, it's not only just a vibe, it's also you as a person just being comfortable with yourself, being more comfortable in the skin that you in. You know what I'm saying? So and then this just allows an individual to be more comfortable, to be more outgoing. You know, because I'm not just talking to you two.
Right.
This is going to YouTube.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Eventually, hopefully, millions
of other people.
Yeah.
So we ain't the only people that's gonna sit here and see this. I ain't the only person that's gonna get on YouTube and click on it and watch the video. So you gonna have to be comfortable in your skin.
Yeah.
So it gets to that.
What I like about podcasts is like it's in a way it's like everybody got their voice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Everybody, you got your voice, you got your opinion. For better or worse, you can express yourself. I think it actually promotes individuality. Like, I think that's what's disrupting things. If you notice, like all the major type of networks and stuff, these rappers is coming in, these ball players, because they got stories and they got access to things that they don't. Like those people, like they not cool with the players and all that. Like
no,
yeah. So the players got these backroom stories, all the stuff we want to hear, right? The rappers know the ball players, they know each other, so they got all these stories, they got all this. The players actually know the game because they played it, so they got a whole different perspective. They disrupting a lot of things, and you see now like mainstream media, it's on its way out. Like, yeah, this is the age of like individualism. Like this right here, content is like somebody said it. I can't remember because I want to give them credit for it, but they said content is currency.
Yes, it is. Content is gold, and
yeah, I want to say it might be Country One. He might have said it.
I liked him.
Yeah,
I mean, I still like him.
Yeah,
I don't follow.
I'm like, I want to get a person credit. That's not my line. But they just like, and I'm like, yeah, I get that.
Content
like,
is currency nowadays.
Yeah. I'm like,
it is.
That's what it is.
You make a lot of money.
Yeah. And I'm like, it is entertainment. You are entertaining because you got to think about it. People are watching you. Like, you entertaining them. So they're watching you because you interesting. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what this is now. It's like, you don't need that's why I don't understand Hollywood people no more. I'm like, the road is open.
Like that?
Hell no.
Right. Not I mean, not us, not smokes.
Hey, bro, you in Hollywood right now.
Not smart people.
Living down there.
You know, because we know what it is.
Yeah. I'm not there. What?
Have you visited the Walk of Fame yet, Jamaine?
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah, I have. Yeah, I took a little picture and stuff on the Walk of Fame.
Is it still dirty out there?
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dirty, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it ain't what you... It ain't what you saw on on TV and movies and everything, right? And all that. Yeah, see the beautiful palm trees and
be like, go to Slauson.
Yeah,
go to Slauson.
No, hey, it's crazy how Hollywood make things be attractive and beautiful.
Oh yeah, San Francisco. They show the Warriors and all that beautiful water. You don't see none of the tweakers, none of the crackheads.
The helicopter shot of the water and everything, and then when you actually in the city, this garbage ass piece of shit.
I haven't been down to Hollywood in a long time.
Hollywood.
I always like Long Beach.
And that's another thing
that you been to Long Beach yet?
Oh yeah, I've been there. I've been to the actual beach part of Long Beach, and then a residential area that's around the corner from the beach. Yeah.
Go to the pier, because that's one of my favorite places. When I go down there, I always have to go eat at the pier for lunch, like the pier in Long Beach.
I've been there.
That's one of my favorite spots down there when I'm in LA. You know, it's just peaceful, and I just like the vibes there. You should check it out. Good food. I haven't been down there in a long time. Definitely after COVID, so I don't know if the food is good or not. But I love it. Great vibes, you know, and I love coming over the Grapevine and coming down, and it's just, LA is still special, even though it's dirty, whatever we talking about. But shit, LA.
Oh,
you go to that fish. What is that? The fish and chip spot.
One thing about LA, got some good people down here too, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Because everybody coming there, like, it's a tourist city, really, a lot. Like, people coming there for dreams. Yeah, they trying to make it. Yeah. So you get them all over.
So I don't even know what episode this is anymore, right? I ain't done a lot of recording and stuff like that, but I just love the vibe. And we always try to prepare for topics and things and all that. And bro, you were just out with the family earlier, and it just turned out into a whole little event.
Oh yeah.
That's like the highlight, right? So like my day started out with therapy, right? My Saturdays is therapy, right? I go to family coupling therapy and things like that. Come on, it's real out here, y'all. You gotta survive, and you gotta try for your loved one, right? As they need to try for you. So that's the tip I leave off on when I come here. Sometimes I'm fresh off of just deep processes of thought, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lovely thing. It puts me in a whole nother vibration, a whole nother vibe. It makes me appreciate what God have done for me, and what he got in store for me. And I'll be having those real talks, and I come here, laughing and joking and shining with y'all. And it's genuine, right? Because I also just came through processing my thoughts and being able to flush out. Mental health is such a big thing, and it needs to always be highlighted in this world, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're still an individual, single man or woman out there, or you a couple and y'all progressing in life. Just to get on those vibrations, sometimes you need that referee in the middle, you know what I'm saying? Or just that counselor in that ear that can just hear both sides. And I love it, and I keep saying I'm a champion of that. And it done so much good in my life. But yeah, that was my earlier Saturday vibes walking in here to y'all, despite of whatever else exciting I have on my mind and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That I'm here potting with y'all, and the kids went to church and stuff like that with the wife and stuff. So they doing that, and you know, we rendezvous afterwards and stuff and eat a little dinner. But yeah, that's where I'm coming from, man. It's been a happy few weeks for me.
Yeah.
I'm still grinding as always, still creating. Like I said, there's new merch up there. I think I just dropped 10 new pieces up on the website, a.tv. Y'all go ahead and check that out. Still trying to post stuff. Got some little summer and spring fall line coming. All due to the fact of what I'm saying. When you make time to have your mental breathe, then you could believe in higher things. Right? You can manifest higher things. You know, once you break the wall and focus in on your past and you focus on the now and the future, that leads to success. You know, that's just my currency that I'm coming from and that I'm gained up on and that I'm giving out of my pocket.
Lot up in the bank, brother.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all, brother.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I think to catch y'all up on it a little bit of me a little bit. Yeah. Also, like one of the things I am going through right now, I got too many fucking vehicles. Some people say that's a problem. Some people say that's a blessing. Right now, it's a problem.
That's a problem.
But it's a blessing, but it's a problem, right? Because then I'm fixing on things, I'm riding different cars and different this. Up at the house, I got a whole nother BMW that just came out the shop, but it didn't go right, so I'm trying to fix that. And then I got a BMW here, you know what I'm saying? Same time I'm thinking about looking at a Tesla, a Audi. I don't know. So if you're catching up with me, man, I guess I can say I'm blessed.
I'm not gonna even lie to you. That just stressed me out. Right? I'm like, that just stressed me. Look here, I have a car in the garage that I've been trying to get to my daughter, but she don't want it. She wants to buy her own car. Kids nowadays, they hard-headed as hell.
Is she gonna work to get her car?
Yeah, she works.
Okay, well then, get your car. Yeah,
that's fine. I'll keep mine.
Yeah.
All right.
But like, you know, with a decorator or something, like, you know, when she get it, I guess buy her some interior stuff or something.
Oh yeah. But yeah, but
floor mats.
Yeah, like buy the floor mats, the car cover thing or something, you know, steering wheel cover.
Something like that. Put some jewelry on it, something that she wants. But back to your point, that's stressful. You might see it. See, you looking at the glass half full. Me, I'm looking at it half empty.
Yes.
Because I'm looking at the stressful side of it. Yes. Because you gotta get registrations for all those vehicles.
Yeah.
Insurance. You have to have insurance for all those vehicles. Yeah. You got to have a place for them to fit in your parking lot.
Yeah, definitely.
And then if it's on the street where you got silly ass neighbors, they'll be like, "Hey, you can't have this car parked over here. Oh, you're the parking lot police."
Hey Ryan, on top of that, I ain't gonna flex it. In the back of my mind, I want to vote too.
Why not?
Why not? But hey, matter of fact, put a motorcycle in the truck on your list.
Well, I've been supposed to got a motorcycle because I'm part of a motorcycle club, and then I never got it. I never went and got my bike, and even though they still hit me saying where your bike at, you need to touch the road. I'm like, man, I want to try it, but they like, you can't show up in here no truck, you need all.
All right, so get the boat and get the jet ski.
Man,
the little jet ski.
Wakeboarding with the kids. That's what I'm about.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you just gotta have that proper balance when you have all these toys.
Hey, we're in a good place in life. I think everybody right now is in a good place of life. Good place to be successful. Good place to understand where they need to go. Yeah. And then have affirmations and saying it with and reaffirming what you're saying. Is a doctor the 2 degrees of knowledge to manifest what you need to manifest? You know what I'm saying? Because you got to always look at it half full instead of half empty.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, and to touch on what you said, like, it's all going to start in the mind. You got to manifest it. You got to believe that, and then you got to try to put it into action. And you can't be afraid to fail. Like, because that's actually going to be your biggest lesson. Like, the first time that's like the lottery or something. Like you're not gonna get something right usually your first time. So like you got to be willing to fail and learn from that.
You have to. You can't have that fear of failure.
Yeah.
Because fear of failure is what propels you. Because you got to learn the lesson.
Yeah.
We was talking earlier, right? And we were talking about what you were telling me. So right, you can't have the perception of failure, meaning like, right, you cannot go out there and fish, right, and be scared to put the worm on the hook and then expect somebody else to fish with you, right?
Yep.
So what you got to say to something like that? As you tune in, listening, what we talking about?
Yeah. You gotta be able to speak to facts. You know, whether the facts are favorable or unfavorable to the individual. You know, in order for them to evolve. You know, you can't enable people to turn around and be not put their best foot forward or to be lazy or anything like that. You know. To where you were turn around picking up the pieces for somebody, you know, like for instance, what we were talking about is work related, and how in the work environment, I believe everybody can relate to this. How you have fellow employees who turn around and who drag their feet for whatever reason, you know, maybe feel like they ain't getting paid enough, you know, or they got an issue with the supervisor, or so on and so forth, you know, or they don't like being of service to whomever they have to be of service to. They feel like they're not being appreciated and things of that nature, you know. Well, when it goes like that, if you're the only one with good work ethics, sometimes you have the supervisors who, instead of reprimanding those who are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, they'll just go ahead and take the easy way out and rely on you to turn around and to pick up those pieces. And we were talking about how unfair it is, but how even in the work environment, you got some backward supervisors who have this no snitch code policy. You know, it's like, what are you doing in a supervisor's position if you got a no snitch code policy going on? Well, I can bring this to your attention. This is a concern, legitimate concern, that I'm doing all the work and I'm not getting no help over here. You know what I mean? Out there. Yeah, you know, and you know, we need to do something about this. You know, but in the moment, I don't mind doing it, but for future reference, you know, it's overwhelming for me. You know, and so we're talking about that. You know. And yeah, man, it's actually a trip how you got people in the working environment who actually frown upon people, you know, speaking the truth, which is fact. They call it telling, you know. And it's just amazing. So we was talking about that, you know, and how unethical that is, but how it does exist. But at the same time, how complaining, you know, is also contagious and destructive.
And the glass half full, right?
Right. You know, so if you do have a legitimate concern, you know, you should be able to bring it up to proper channels. Proper chain of command, things like that. You know what I mean? As opposed to speaking to it amongst your peers and stuff, because that right there is like, you know, being messy, you know, creating mischief and things like that, and making other employees become disgruntled and stuff. Even though you are speaking to facts as for this person being lazy, the supervisor not reprimanding these people for being lazy consistently, you know? You know, but we're talking about there's a proper way to go about it and stuff, you know?
No, fact. So, like, on my drive here, right, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was telling me about a friend of his. And it's kind of the same situation, right? He had an annual review. His review wasn't that good. And he also got in trouble with a safety violation, right? Mm-hmm. And so he felt like it was unjustified, right? But my friend, which is both of our friends, was telling him like, yo, it must be you know, you kind of being lackadaisical at your job because you didn't really get dinged for the safety violation. You got dinged for your performance. So what's going on with your performance, right? And as he got to talking with him, he started being honest, like, yeah, I kind of just been slacking and stuff like that. So it goes back to what you're saying, like, yo, you can't complain if you get reprimanded or someone's looking at you in that light or at the job because you slacking on what you supposed to be doing, right? And you can't complain about it if you You know, in his case, he was complaining about like, oh yeah, you know, I got low scores, and they talking about maybe, you know, I'm on the verge of getting fired or whatever. And it's like, well, you gotta hold yourself accountable. Right. What the fuck you?
Like you put yourself in that position. So at the end of the day, like either you want your job enough and you gonna try to improve, like, or you gonna slack off and then get fired. So at the end of the day, like it's you. Ain't nobody coming to save you. So
right. And then what I told you, cuz I said, what's my favorite line when I'm faced with that in those predicament, in those situations in the room. Like one of my favorite lines, like, yo, I'm only talking to you because of you.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I'm only talking to you because of you. So if it wasn't because of you, I wouldn't be talking to you about what we're talking about right now.
Right.
Yep. Exactly.
So deal with it. Like, how you gonna explain that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Explain it.
Yeah.
Hey, do you happen to know what the safety violation was?
In that particular moment, he went into he didn't have his lockout tag out, so he went into an environment where he could have really got hurt because he didn't lock out tag out the equipment.
The equipment that he was working on? He's supposed to be working on?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right. Only reason I say that because that's what I do. I'm in risk management, so I'm a loss control specialist. So every time I tell every client that I got, like, hey, lockout tag out is very important.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal. Because you could kill somebody.
Right.
Or if you don't kill that person, you could kill yourself or everybody that's in the building. Depending on what that is, with whatever situation that you locking out, but you can seriously injure somebody. And then on top of that, it's a cost. It's a huge cost. That's crazy.
Right. And so the conversation is like, and then you know, the mutual friend of both of us, he's like, man, G, you know, you need to talk to him. You need to talk to him, Dazzy, man, a little bit, because I know him too. And I was like, yeah, man, he getting too lackadaisical. You know, too lackadaisical. You know what you got to do. You know what you did to even put you in that light to be successful, and now you're slacking off of it because I don't know why. Personally, maybe you don't see yourself excelling where you at. That's up to you to judge. At the same time, you at least gotta keep that commitment of the level that you got there at. You know, and yeah, Jay, man, that was the conversation.
It don't sound like the individual is humble.
Right.
Yeah.
It don't sound like he's humble at all.
No.
To be in that position where I don't know the individual.
Well, I know him, and personally, like he could be humble, but then it's the other aspect of with me saying about the individual. Well, that's the aspect of he.
Could you
humble.
Could you be humble in two different settings? Like, say for instance, you could be a humble person outside of work, but you're not humble at work. Like, you're not humble for all the accolades and everything that you got to put you in the position that you're in at work, but off the clock, you're humble because all those accolades and things got you all this stuff. It puts you in a better place. I got this big house because of the position I got from my job, or I was able to buy this brand new car, or stack my refrigerator up to the rim with food and everything because of this job. But when you at work, you're not a humble person. You're probably a dick. An asshole.
Well, I'm not gonna speak personally.
No, I don't know the individual. It's just from my experience and from all the people that I've been around. Cause when we were like 15, 16 years old, I think minimum wage was like $7 or something like that.
Right.
$6-7.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Like $6.75, I think.
$6.75, something like that.
When it went up to $8, I thought that was something.
I think I'm winning.
Right.
And then when we got to that warehouse job making $11.50, I'm like, oh shit, I'm in the game. I'm making some cool money right now. That ain't shit.
Right.
It ain't nothing.
How did we do it?
And they just most individuals that do have that position of power, they abuse it. They don't humble themselves.
Well, I would say that's a little bit probably what's going on in that particular situation.
Yeah, they don't humble themselves. You had to start from the bottom to get to where you are right now. Everybody don't know everything. There's not a perfect individual, so you are gonna have little hiccups here and there. But at the same time, you got to be a man enough to know I got to check myself. Because that individual that I'm being an asshole to, I was in his shoes before. You didn't come into the damn job at that position you at right now. You started from somewhere else. So how you gonna be a dickhead or not humble yourself and be an asshole to another individual in the position that you used to be in? That's crazy to me.
No, facts, Jay.
That's crazy.
Something to say to that, Jay? Cuz.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm calling you Jay on the line.
Okay, yeah. Hey, yeah. That's what we was talking about too, as far as, scenario. Real life scenario. You got a fellow employee who has some seniority at the place he's been at. He's been there some number of years. So he feel that he can turn around and he can get away with what have you. He say you're the new guy. So now he just turn around and basically having you basically do all the work and stuff, right? He don't do anything. Literally don't do anything. Supervisors know he don't do anything, right? But if he twirl his toes and thumbs not doing anything, you're supposed to turn around and just pick up the pieces and just keep quiet. Because if you don't, he say you're throwing him under the bus. Even though you don't speak to his name, you just speak to the fact that you don't do that kind of work. When the supervisor turn around to point out something that's a mess, and you like, I didn't do that. You like, well, look, if you're gonna hold me accountable for a certain area, right, that me and someone else is supposed to be doing, just go ahead and assign me to a specific area that no one else is has any type of dealings with, and then you can hold me accountable for when certain things aren't done, And so he say that's called throwing him under the bus. Now, if you got somebody who really don't do no work, man, like you say, cousin,
so
I'm only talking about you because of you,
So sympathy is a strong thing, right? And sympathy, like how that translate to a person like me is that you're victimizing yourself. You want to be the victim, right?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, because you want to be the victim to hold on to that power. That last little power you think you can have is a victim. Look at me, look at my story. They're wrong, I'm right.
Yeah, they're going to pull that victim card all the time.
Yeah, that's definitely what that sounds like. And that doesn't fly in the world. That's not going to get you in the places in the room that you need to be.
What is it? Self-pity?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My grandmother used to say self-pity is a crying shame. You should be ashamed of yourself to have self-pity.
So is it a person like how? So is it on the person like how Jay describing who he is, for him to allow himself to fall victim into that other person's sympathy? Should he be the sympathizer in a way to uplift that person? But also, if he does that, giving them that escape route to still be who the person that they are to not grow.
Enabling them.
You're an
enabler.
Mm-hmm. You're an enabler.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're being, as an enabler. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And we don't fuck with enablers over here, A-Doc, right? Because we here to tell you about Attune Degrees of Knowledge.
I ain't got time.
So you need that hard truth. That's what you need.
You gonna get
Jobs need to try to be like sports teams or something, because it's like on a team, if your teammate mess up, like you could call them out. Like the coach would call them out there, had to film everything. Like need to be like that. Like just call people out at the job. Like, hey, here was you loafing for 15 minutes.
I'll even piggyback off of that.
Got you on the camera right here. Look at you. Supposed to be on break.
I'll piggyback off of that too, brother.
Like, and because of that, we went to them, made him do your job.
Yeah, right.
Started pitting them against each other.
Right. Hell yeah.
He had to do your job. He made him stop doing, and then he still had to go back to his job and finish it.
Yeah, just to finish his job, but he had to come over there and help your ass out.
And then you mad because he the star.
He the star
right.
now. Oh, because he get a bigger salary.
That's why he got his Saturday off.
Yeah.
When you asked for it, we denied it.
Yeah. Ain't no kicking it for you.
Hey, no, for real, some real stuff though. I'm one of them people, like, hey, you here to set the job too. Like, you ever seen somebody, like, you might have been at the job for like, say, like 5 years, and then somebody come in 2 years, They younger than you. They a supervisor. They telling you what to do, right?
Yeah.
I never got mad about that. People I know at the job, they complain about that. And they be like, oh, well, how they do all that? They must be kissing ass and all that. I'm like, yes, they played the game.
Yeah.
You didn't want to kiss ass. When the bosses said, do you want to stay overtime? They stayed overtime. You wanted to go home. Like when it was on break, they went and got the boss's coffee. You didn't do that. You talk shit about the bosses. Like, so why are you mad? Because they played their position and played how they supposed to play it. Now they're a boss. Like, you do what you supposed to do to be a boss then. If you don't want to listen to nobody, want to be the supervisor and boss people around, then do what you supposed to do. Like, they did what they're supposed to do. I never got mad off that. But a lot of employees be getting mad off that type of stuff.
No, you can't get mad off of that. Especially if you're not going to put in that type of work.
Yeah.
I mean, me personally, I'm not going to kiss your ass. I'm just going to...
Yeah, I ain't going to do it. It's like, it's a job.
It's a job.
Like, yeah, like my family and like me and all that, that's important. Yeah. Like, I'm coming here to get a paycheck.
I could even speak on that for the fact that with the company I work for now, everybody is trying to it's like a rat race. Everybody's trying to get this big position in the company, in the firm that I'm with. But I'm just looking at it like dude, we all play a role in here. If everybody plays their key part in this company, we all will win. Because you'll get rewarded with whatever your salary is. They'll bump your salary up,
right?
Or they'll give you,
especially if you got a union or something.
Yeah, something like that. If it's a young dude, that's the manager. Cool, be the manager. I don't
want to deal with it.
I don't want to deal
with it.
Like,
I know what they about. I don't want to go upstairs and all that.
It's kind of like I forgot that individual, but it's I know it's certain people that's out there that rather have the fortunes than the fame. You know what I'm talking about? It's like certain motherfuckers don't want to be.
They want the lifestyle.
They don't want to be the main person in front of the camera.
Gilbert Arenas explained it as a hoop player. He like, there's a lot of people, they play basketball, but like they just play it for that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like they got the talent to play it, but they not really like students at a game. They be Kobe clubbing. Bryant. Like they don't be in the gym. They don't be putting up 1,000 shots. Like like there's a difference.
And that's just and then in today's generation, everybody everybody that has talent they're lazy.
Yeah.
Let's just call it for what it is. You're lazy.
Generation stuff 2024.
Yeah, you're lazy.
Everybody feel privileged.
Entitled.
Yep.
Selfish, arrogant.
Because they phone and their device can tell them they're better than what they is without doing the work.
Right.
Because they think they could be the next man or woman.
Hey, they come
without
up
doing the steps.
Yeah.
They come up with some.
And then when they get called out, like how Jay said on the phone, you get called out, you don't know how to deal with it. Now you the victim.
They come up with some word.
I was getting ready to say that. Playing that victim.
Some shame word, like you're shaming them in some way.
Or they do the silly shit with this whole AI and TikTok shit. They cut corners.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to learn how, like a skilled craftsman. He has to put in that time. He has to put in that work. Now you can get this shit off of AI or it goes see some bullshit TikTok reel and think you're a master of the craft.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not putting in the work. You're not gonna put in that grind.
And that's what you saying, Jay. You like, and you a person that's saying like the person I'm dealing with or the situation and what I see. You like to see people put in that grind.
Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, because when you work together as a team, you get a lot more accomplished. You know what I mean? Even when you think about millionaires and stuff, millionaires they ain't become a millionaire by them being able to turn around and just do everything on thing. They can't be everywhere at once. You know what I mean? So they need troops. They need people out in the field to do to do things. Because otherwise they spread themselves too thin. They can only do so much. So when you work together as a unit, you get a whole lot more accomplished. So as co-workers, y'all supposed to communicate like that. And if you don't, hey man, I need me a better co-worker.
And you call it snitch whatever you want. I ain't snitching but
Hey, right. Hey, like I ain't telling you to fire, bruh. Like, just give me somebody else to work with.
Fuck. I put my glasses on for that one. God damn.
Hey, that was real. That was real, bro. That was real.
What the?
Some decisions gonna get made.
Yeah, some decisions gonna get made around here. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck me if you want to.
I have agent on camera. Right now, be taking pictures and everything. I did this, take a picture, video. Oh, it looked like this at first. Well, all that, you know? Man, hey, man. Y'all need to do some more, you know? Shoot. I'm gonna give you a fair opportunity to provide us to resolve this without nobody else knowing. You know what I mean? You may just try for the person. You may whatever. You know, you may put them on probation, but I don't know. But you got to figure this thing out. I'm just overwhelmed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, make your next move your best move, champ.
Hey, no, that's facts. That's facts, man. Like, that's fact. Look, if y'all really, you right, to sum up what we just said for those who need to follow along, right, attune your degrees of knowledge. In certain instances, you need to remove your mind frame from that lower vibration and get to that higher vibration. And the lower vibration in our community, especially, want to say that the word is snitching. But the snitching word isn't it when you got a little bit higher vibration. It's called self-accountability, right? And if you join a team, because nobody's out here doing it, they goddamn self, you need to have accountability for yourself. And you can't get mad and can't be a victim when only the person is doing is trying to uplift you to being the best version of you. Exactly. So if you the garbage man and I'm a garbage man with you and we doing what we doing, man, and I'm telling you, you slacking, nigga, I just threw 100 bags up on this thing, you went through 25. I got it right, and the reason to call you out to be like, you need to meet me as great as I am or better. But what you're not gonna do is go down from 25 to 10 and expect for me to carry that extra weight.
Yeah, and we getting the same pay.
And when it cuts off overtime, you ain't have no energy to do overtime. He gonna be right there with you. I got overtime too. For what? You know, oh no.
Hey, right. But see, that go back to what Ron was saying, right? Because and crucial, because then that's the flip side of some people's game, right? Because now that, like you just said, if I'm tired of doing overtime, that's when they sneak in and go, well, I'm gonna do the overtime, and right, that's their moment to shine. Mm-hmm. Because then, yeah. That's a technique too. Hey, we hate you slime belly motherfuckers out there. And I'm gonna say it like that, man. We don't condone that. We don't condone that. We don't.
Pick your you gotta pull your own weight, brother.
Right.
You gotta pull your own weight.
Right, so we can win and score.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I want to stop on that note. I'll let y'all go ahead and speak to some things, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, this has been a good pod. We've been flowing. There's a lot of topics we talked about that we want to go through. Let's see. Gentlemen. There's so much I could talk about with y'all and whatnot. Let's see. Oh, we about to hit the hour mark exactly.
Oh, are we?
Look at that. Look at the flow. Look at the flow right now. Look at the
that's
flow.
why I was telling you. Like, what would be? What is the best duration for? What's the best duration time for a podcast?
And like I was saying to you in the back rooms, it's about the flow. It's about the flow. It could be an hour-long grind, or it could just be funny as fuck, and the hour passes.
Oh yeah. That's because you just vibing.
So, but when you ask me that on the technicality, that's why I say hours worth is always good, because that's enough to leave you with some kind of content and to chop it up. You know?
Yeah, because that goes back to what I was telling you. People attention span nowadays is just short.
Oh yeah. If it's like ain't 5 minutes or less, they don't even trying to hear nothing. That's why that TikTok stuff is
So.
Yeah, we screw when we get old.
Let's shoot over to Cruise, right? Because outside I did want to hear a little aspect of what you're talking about as far as like entertainers entertaining. the art of entertainment.
Yeah. The art, I'm like, as far as this internet, I'm like, it's a different form of entertainment. Not saying you like the person who's doing it trying to be an actor or anything like that, like, or not being a true selves or things like that. Like, but you should, like, this is used as just another like a avatar to me. Like you could create a different world in here to me. Like, so this is all entertainment. This isn't, when I look at things, how things start transpiring, like, it was weird to me, like, everything started kicking off with beef. Like, all this beef, like, once Cat Williams went on Shannon Sharp, like, now it was like these celebrities or something start chasing this beef clout or something. And it seemed like a play to me. Like, they'll start funking with somebody, and now it's like, all right, we're gonna do something. Then it's like they hash it out, and then it's like they both got platforms, and it's like, hey, well, let's get together and get on each other platforms. I'm like, all right, it just kind of seemed like certain people doing it for clout, but it's like, I wouldn't do it that way, but I understand because it's entertainment. Like, people don't see the play. People believe that these people are really like this. Like, they're nothing like this. Like, this is just a persona that they're putting on.
Yeah, like the hardcore gangster rapper boy.
Like, that's what all that is. Like, even the rappers now, like the rappers, they be playing GTA. they making money playing GTA. Like, y'all think they out there shooting people in the street? No, they're not. Like, they're home playing video games and raising kids and stuff. Like, this is not real in that aspect. Like, but people think it is, and they chase that, or they want to emulate that, want to be that. Like, and what you need to understand is, like we was just saying, Country Well was saying, content is currency. Like, so if you can sell yourself, if you know how to sell your content, like, that's what this is about. Like, you're supposed to do something that you like doing, that you're interested in. You're going to find an audience for that. And then that's your currency, is to cater to that. And you can have multiple channels, multiple things of these things to, like, build that. Like, that's what this is supposed to be. Like,
no, super facts, bro. And like we experienced in our earlier pod, when you first kind of joined the pod and stuff, and some of the feedback when you go hard like that, and you blur the line between reality and entertainment, right? And I personally went through a lot with that. And you guys will too, as y'all continue to be entertainers / podcasts. And as your loved ones and your family and your friends or coworkers, and as we expand, you will start to see how the perception of reality and entertainment, it's a fine line, right? And so we sit up here and we have these opinions, right? And we talking, and you start to talk about things that's just like a blanket of of just human existence. But then it's applied to you, like you're talking about yourself, or you're talking about someone, or you're talking about this person and that. And it's like, no. It's like earlier when I was having a conversation with Jamaine, and he was like, human nature. Talking about human nature brings it so close to the individual. That fourth wall, as they call it, is so indistinguishable that it's hard for a lot of people who don't have that certain vibration to understand what that is, fiction from nonfiction.
Right.
And it gets a little blurry. And then it's people like us that sit up here and have to attune that degree to be like, okay, let me help you with the focus. You thought I was talking about this or that, and are very personal within myself. I am using that sort of as a catapult and a calculator to examine what I need to examine, but at the same time, I'm really just still talking about human nature.
Right.
The same things that y'all ain't done or not doing, and what you might do in the future or whatnot. Just giving you a preview of human desires, human love, human hurt, human conflict, all those things within these podcasts, right? / entertainment. So like you were saying, when you switch to these different platforms, the general public feeds into that, right? Because that's the chaos of the internet. Because no one likes to talk about the high vibrational love stuff. Internet would be very boring if everybody was just like, we love each other.
Oh, peace, happy,
peace and happy.
They want the spectacle.
They want the spectacle.
They came for the show.
And so when we attempted to do that, and when I attempted to do that with your help and everybody else to show that, then you get that feedback. But those are the things that move the barometer.
Right.
So you have to placate into that in a sense, and then that's where you getting at to it. It's like you have to, as an entertainer, like creating a song, right? I need to create a song where it's not boring. It needs to have a good chorus. It needs to have this. But also at the same time, maintain a sense of reality to it. And not be all bubblegumish. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance, and and especially when you're just more talking and that you're explaining things, it's different when you don't have a distraction of like music behind you.
Right.
Like Eminem said in one thing, he was like, "Man, I could talk about killing the whole family or killing nuns, as long as it got beautiful music behind it."
Right.
You'll bypass it. It's a little bit more raw when we sit down and we're talking the way we're talking. You know.
Yeah. But that's also dangerous too. The not being able to tell the difference between fiction and nonfiction, especially these kids nowadays, because all they are on their phones all day, every day.
Right.
All this is
they part of it.
Yeah.
All their pictures are filtered up.
That's it.
That's not real.
None of it is real.
Yeah, they live in a false reality.
And then and then they got these people that they follow on their podcasts or these quote unquote entertainers, and they tell them a bunch of bullshit. Like, you don't even believe your own bullshit.
Right.
But you got these kids that follows you that cannot separate fiction and nonfiction, and then whatever you put out there, whatever you project on the screen that they looking at, they're gonna believe it. Because they're captured by...
Because you know what is crazy? Because it's like, you can't have it. Like, those kids are seeing that, and it's like, yeah, it's achievable. But it's like they're not seeing the price that you pay for it, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. It's like,
it's a price.
It's a big price.
For that.
And that's what they not showing.
No.
Like, it's what's in their soul that they running from, and that's what, like, they not gonna show. Like, yeah, you can have all that. Like, they just not gonna tell you what the price you gonna pay to get it.
No.
And that's where you got this podcast and this entertainment segment to help distinguish that. And that's the audience that I'm trying to find, and with y'all help, and everybody who sit down here can help others distinguish that, because it is our job to have us as champions in life and fighting the right fight, to make them understand, like, yo, this is entertainment. I can sit up here and paint whatever I want to paint, but at the end of the day, long as I'm attuning my degrees of knowledge and helping you attune yours, and actually giving, at the end of the day, bring all that nonfiction and fiction mixed into it, into an actual sensible reality statement and conversation. That's what it's about. Just like this segment in this piece right here.
Yep.
Right.
You know? And yes, go ahead.
Okay, so we're talking about the human condition, right? And we're talking about the complaining spirit, and we're talking about what's fact and what's fiction and all this type of stuff, right? And we talking about challenging ourselves to check the human condition of complaining and comparing and things like that, even when you have a legitimate complaint about something, okay? And be able to discern when something is toxic, you know what I mean? And to turn around and get away from it. Now, I'll give you a prime example. I believe all of us have been in a stressful work environment. We probably all can relate to this. How you turn around and how you have a lazy coworker who is doing this and that, ain't doing stuff. But then you got another coworker who works that shift with you, but the other guy works at late night, for instance, right? The other guy who come in with you in the morning, he pretends to have an issue with the other guy who's lazy, who don't do anything. He has visible, laziness work. You see it. Y'all both see it. It's consistent, like, wow. And dude starts speaking to it. You don't say that, you don't verbalize it, but the other guy who's been on just as long as him, he speaks to it with this big brother game stuff, Oh, man, yeah, this dude's a lazy dude, isn't that? And after so long, because you are picking up the pieces, you're going to, what? The complaining spirit going to emerge within you. You go throw a nod your head to it, speaking to those facts as well. But then in time, that person go right back and tell that other person because it was all a game in the first place. Act like they was at each other's throats and stuff, but they all turn around and they do this for the purpose of drawing other people out, and then turn around and go tell on them and stuff, and now here comes some messy stuff all throughout the workplace.
Entertainment. So the way you explaining it like that is it is the simple version and the complex version of what we're saying of entertainment, and then like those like a Stephen A. Jackson or anybody else
Bring
are
in the clown.
Right.
You could sum that all up with what's that VH1 bullshit that they got, that reality show, Love and Hip Hop. Same thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the same bullshit.
Yeah.
Or the something wives of something and be like, but they
that
nobody
bullshit.
wives.
Yeah, ain't none of them married.
Like they was either divorced or never married. They was just girlfriends. They not even with the person. Like,
I don't even think
it's
they were
called the wives of like Beverly Hills. Like
they
you was
side,
never even married to this. Like
you a side bitch.
that's what's crazy about all that type of stuff. Like people don't get like it's all entertainment.
That's
like,
all it is.
No, yeah, right. So Cuz got a good point because he like from the average Joe level to the celebrity level, the approach and the, how can I put it, the vibration is the same when you want to be that kind of person, right? To sensationalize something that shouldn't be sensationalized, meaning, AKA, I'm not doing the most, and I want to get the public / co-workers on my side or whoever I can to champion what I'm championing, right?
Right.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It is, and there's different levels to it. But why we here to help attune that, like the radio station, and so we touching on all these different points, and that's right. We doing our part, our justice.
Yeah, our due diligence.
Yeah, our due diligence. That's what we doing. And and that's super cool. And but yeah, that's a good point. So that's one of the things that I make aware of getting on these platforms, and as I personally myself progress in this, and as others who progress with me in this journey, it's good to check ourselves and to have a good, like I said earlier, barometer and a good vibration of what we really trying to say here, and what we trying to feed these kids, and what we really trying to feed the adults, and what we trying to feed the babies, the up and coming, the next generations and stuff, because it's more of them than us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I generally do think like most people, I ain't gonna say bad. That's not the word I'm looking for. I'm like, I think most people feel worse about themselves the more people feel good about themselves in this world. Like, I think that's what the world make them feel like, and they don't know how to like process that, because it means telling the truth to yourself, like admitting a lot of things to yourself that I think a lot of people can't do. Yep. I think that's why a lot of people like they like the fuck shit, because it's like I think those type of people, it's a way to point fingers to not feel bad about yourself. Like, oh well, look at that. At least I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what, in a psychological way, that's what that is. That's why those people will tune into that, because it's like, well, I'm not doing that, so it psychs their self out to where like, well, I'm not in that place. But it's like, no, we all could, do some self-discovery and be better. So I think a lot of that, it's not just that. It's a whole multi, it's a blooming onion, the layers you got to peel back on all that. It's to even go deeper, that's unresolved trauma, childhood trauma, all that type of things go into that. So
yeah, all those layers you bring into society, right?
Right.
Like that we all individually bring.
Right, like human nature.
Human nature.
That's human nature. Like, we all have
Ta-da!
it. It's like, what you gonna do about it though? It's like the hardest thing for a human is to like look in the mirror and tell themselves the truth about themselves.
Yeah, it's a hard thing. It's a hard thing, and that's why I was saying earlier, like, I just told y'all earlier before I came to the pod, that's one of the processes I was going through. therapy, looking yourself in the mirror,
Right.
and getting that rebound towards you yourself, you know, and how you're gonna play that once you have it back in your
Right. Be
hands.
like, you know, if there is a problem, like there's a problem, like what are you gonna do about it? Like,
Facts.
what are you gonna do about it?
You gotta have a solution.
Hey,
You gotta self-reflect.
hey, real quick, right? I had read a psychology book. It was speaking to that. It said, if nothing changes, nothing changes.
Right.
So just what you said, you gotta.
Right. If you ain't gonna do nothing, if you ain't gonna have no movement, it's not gonna change. Like, and slow movement is better than no movement.
Right. Instead of being stagnant.
Even if you didn't create the problem for yourself, because there are situations where it's like that, where you really ain't at fault for anything. But what we all can agree to is that this problem is now yours. This problem is now holding you back. So you gotta do something. But you gotta remove this obstacle out of your path. How you gonna do that?
Yep.
That's what you gotta come to. You know what I mean? Those terms. You know?
Yep.
Because if nothing changes in your situation.
And
you know?
And to me personally, and it's been said, but I believe it. I believe fear is the biggest obstacle of all humans. Like the fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the fear of ridicule. That stops a lot of humans from being great, and they don't understand. That's what it's about. You're supposed to actually, anything you fear, you actually supposed to run towards it.
Yeah.
And conquer it. Like, because the longer you let it fester, the bigger the fear. You gonna get irrational and put things in your mind and create scenarios that will never happen. But you'll believe it could because you didn't go conquer that fear. So I believe that's like one of the most things that cripple most humans is like
it does.
Fear.
I think that's the number one.
A fear of trying, a fear of failure, a fear of somebody judging you. When really it's like, I always compare it like this. I'm like, there's a kid out there that probably it could be the best performer in life. They want it. There's a talent show at their school, but they got a fear. Like they know, like in their mind, their classmates, the school might laugh, and they got a fear. So the kid that gets on that stage and does it, and even chances like they get ridiculed and laughed at, like they gonna be good.
Oh yeah.
They gonna be good because if they recognize, you know what, you really laughing at me because you scared.
You scared to
live your life. You scared to make this choice. I'm getting up here in front of y'all, this whole school, and I gotta go back tomorrow. And like y'all might laugh at me and everything, but really you scared. You the one scared.
Yeah, it is, and it also creates low self-esteem.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's the thing. Yeah, all that. Yeah,
it creates low self-esteem. If you're not going to sit up there and, like you said, if it's something that you fear, you're supposed to run towards it. But if you are that type of individual that has this fear factor, and you actually are scared, then you're going to develop a low self-esteem about yourself.
Yeah. Because you're going to look for the validations of others.
Yeah, because an esteem is nothing but an esteem of your fucking self.
Yeah.
Can't nobody change that but you. It's an esteem of yourself. Only person that can change that is you. So if you have fear or lack confidence or have doubts about yourself,
which I think we all do at some point.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? Or did. Especially when you're young, because anybody when you're young, you're just trying to figure out like who you are. I always say you got two lives. I think it's like one when you're growing up because you with your parents, and then the minute you move out from your parents, you a baby.
You start your life.
You a baby. Like now it's your life because now you living on your terms. The things that your parents, that every adult told you, that's not your experience. So now it's like you on your own. So now you a baby.
Yeah, because you got to set your own tone, your own principle, your own morals, your own what we used to call.
But to speak to what you said, it goes back like you said. It could something like that. You as a kid, you got low self-esteem, something like that. That could carry into adulthood. Yep. You know that can lead to substance abuse problems. That can lead to wrong decisions. Yep. Wrong coping mechanisms, like all that trigger responses. Like it goes into all that. But you know, it takes you exploring yourself to know like what those things are.
what is that? Character. You can like when it comes to a relationship, you might have poor judgment in character.
Yeah.
Because you just want to feel accepted.
Yeah.
So you'll
be willing to put up,
put up
with a
with
lot of
any and
things you
everybody.
shouldn't put up with just because you want somebody around.
Because you just want that
Because you got abandonment issues.
You got abandonment issues, or you have lack of self-love.
Yep.
So I tell anybody like you got to love yourself before you can love anybody else. If you don't take care of yourself, how the hell you gonna take care of somebody
real,
else?
For real, people think that's like a cliche statement.
No, it's not.
No, that's true.
That's true.
If you don't have any love to give to yourself, like you cannot give that to anybody else.
Nah,
you cannot. Like it's impossible.
It's impossible. It's impossible to give love to somebody if you don't even have love for yourself.
Because when you have love, you understand sympathy,
compassion,
empathy, understanding. Like, you will even understand something ain't even your fault.
Right.
And you might have an understanding. And somebody else be like, oh, I wouldn't have responded like that. Like, that's you.
Yeah, and it's also into mannerisms.
Right. All that.
If he's into it. Yeah, it's just crazy.
You gentlemen just killed the floor. I like that.
We had to bring it home.
Yeah, I like that. Hey, Jay, you like that?
Yes, sir. I like that. Yes, sir. Hey, I wanted to say real quick, too. I wanted to piggyback on something more you said. In regards to relationships and stuff, right? We all want people to value our opinion about the people we choose to have in our lives with our spouse and stuff. We can know it's an unhealthy relationship, but because we chose that person, we value our opinion of that person.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Our opinion of music, good taste in music. We feel like we want everybody to hear what we hear. We ride down the street bumping and stuff. Everybody will feel the same way we feel it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, because you feel like that person probably feel like that it's an indictment against them. Like, oh, if you saying you don't like what I don't like or something, like, then you don't approve what I approve of. Like, I might think, oh, you think I'm stupid or I'm not smart enough or something's wrong with me. Yeah, why when I do something there's a problem? Like, yeah, they start projecting and doing things like that.
And that can also develop in that other person's subconscious low self-esteem.
Right.
and
right,
that,
exactly. Like if somebody always telling me I'm doing something wrong,
and then in the backyard
I might believe it.
I'm
like,
gonna
well,
believe
I just
it.
can't. I'm Mr. Can't get right.
Yeah.
Then I might just whatever. I'm gonna just go out there and do whatever because I can't do no good.
Yeah, because if you tell me
I
like
might as well go
I
rob
might as well
and
go
try to kill and do all that. Like why?
Exactly.
Like don't nobody love me. Don't nobody believe in me.
So why should I?
It's like
crazy how that shit works, ain't it?
For real. And look, the human condition is like this. When you feel control, if someone's trying to control what you're doing, your mobility or your decisions, right? Like, parents, we all relate to that. Like, never I go out on my own, I pick me a spouse, right? I can even know this ain't the best person for me. But because my parent always told me I'm not making the best decisions over here and over here and over here, I think it's just, the same type of, stuff again. I don't want to hear that.
Right.
Even though I know what they see about this person has some truth to it, it goes back to my opinion of those people or things that I want in my life. I just want in my life. I don't want anybody to challenge me on it.
Yep.
100%.
All right, that was real right there. Whoa, that was that's something for the people to sit on right there.
Yeah.
Including
Wrapped it up nice.
Yeah, like that.
That probably put it like about an hour and a half mark.
That was Jay, because that was to sum that up, that was the right way right there. I like that. I think we all been in that predicament as far as once you get older as a man and a woman, off of what you just said and how you gave that definition right there. And to complete everything that y'all was saying, that was definitely Attune Degrees right there. That was that layers to the onion, Very great, yo. This has been a great pod today. Oh my, y'all. I put my hands up. I didn't expect this. We came in with all kind of topics. We were sitting here talking about what we're gonna talk about. We had a little backroom conversations and stuff. and it turned out what it was supposed to be.
Oh yeah,
Human nature.
like always.
Humans being.
Being.
When you real, the real always gonna come out.
It's always gonna come out, man.
It's always gonna come out.
Always.
Yeah, I appreciate always appreciate talking to you, gentlemen.
Like I said, we do what we do for our loved ones to attune your degrees of knowledge to help y'all with y'all personal radio stations of growth, humbleness, achievement. Always look at the glass half full instead of half empty. Change your mindset, and hopefully we help you with something that you don't regret. Welcome to ADOC. Everything said here today is unofficially official, non-fictional, fiction, opinionated information. I am only me, not you. They are them, we are us. I digress to agree and agree. Let's discuss, please. Disclaimer again, not the Associated Press, but Ascension Perception. Attune Degrees of Knowledge, and we leave you on that. And we love y'all for this Love Month and Black History Month and everything that we supposed to do. And you got game from young brothers, and next time we're going to have the females online too. Our sisters that go ahead and add some of that golden love and sprinkle like they do with those cakes and those pies. But until then, words from Nietzsche Brown, aka Dazzy. You got Ron, you got Crucio, you got Jay on the building, and he down there in LA, and we gonna come to visit. But I love y'all, and we love y'all, and we gonna peace out. Anybody need to say anything before we go on that note?
Oh no, you explained it. You closed it out very well, brother.
Yeah, you wrapped it up. In a nice bow, man. You know, Attune Degrees of Knowledge.
Yeah, man.
We out there, so we out there, gentlemen, and everybody else have a great night. You know what I'm saying? Shout to that white out. We out, cuz I called you like Alright, thank you.
Let's go. Feeling mellow. Flowers. Merlot. I'm feeling cool. Yellow. Taking off green, no red, no.
Nice.